So let me share this with you. The enemy can't stop the blessings that God has for you. It's true. What God has for you is for you. The enemy knows that he cannot stop your blessing. So what he tried to do is to distract you, get you out of alignment, get you out of conversation with God so that you yourself will miss your blessings, will not recognize what is a blessing in your life. I often hear people say, God know me. He would not use this person or that person to bless me. Well, obviously, yes, God know you, but it sounds like to me you don't know God, because if you know God and you know how God operates, God will use your enemies to bless you. And if you can't receive something from someone you know don't like you, if you can't receive someone that you consider an enemy, you may miss some of the blessings. The Bible says when a man ways please the Lord, he will make his enemies at peace with him. If God make your enemies at peace with you, he can use the hands of your enemies to deliver some of the biggest blessings you ever had in your life. Where we must be when it comes to receiving and giving is open to receive or to be used by God to bless anyone he instructs us to. We have to allow God to be God, right? And we stay in that servant position in which we should, and we have to, in order to receive everything that God has for us. The enemy knows he can't stop your blessing. He know that. So what he do is he get in our minds and try to get in our hearts to make us believe God will not use certain people to bless us. But let me tell you, I've grown enough with Christ to know that if God want to use my enemies to bless me, I'll tell them where to sit the blessing. I'll tell them my address, whatever they need. But God, I'm open. I'm open for however God want to bless me. And we have to get out of the mindset of trying to limit God on what he will do and won't do in your life. You got to remember, he's God. He uses whomever he chooses. And because God know your heart, he know the hardness of our heart. He know how stubborn we can be sometimes, right? God knows, and he chooses whomever he wants to use to make us get in a position to where we have to relinquish that control that we think we have and give it to him. Don't miss your blessings. The enemy can't stop them, but he can definitely distract you from them and you won't receive them. Be open to God to bless you however he chooses to, right? However God chooses to bless us, let's be open to God and let him use whomever he chooses. The enemy can deliver your blessings and they can't even touch you. He prepareth a table before me in the presence of my enemies, right? So we got to understand God uses whom he chooses, and his ways is always strategic, and it's a blessing to our life. Everything works. Everything works in our favor when we trust God. Don't let the enemy distract you from your blessings. God uses whom he chooses. God bless you.